Dallas, it's hockey season. Dallas won. He's so happy. Got that dub. All right. Well, let's do this. Real quick, your assignment from last week is going to roll into this week to the second 9 weeks. Okay? Your first 9 weeks is over. You can check Skyward for your grade. It's over. It's done. Okay?
So this is the second.
We are in the second 9 weeks. Okay? Now, did you turn in last week's warm up? If not, you should do that. And then, first day of the week, Monday, put no school. Right? It's here. Monday, right? No school. Today's not Monday, right? All right. It's Tuesday. So what are three other names for roots? All right. So I heard one. Zeros. So a root is a zero, is an x-intercept. Let me see who's watching videos so they can answer this last one. Oh, he looked straight up. Now, what's the last one called? Starts with a roots, zero, x-intercept. What's the last one? Starts with an S. Solution. So you have roots, zeros, x-intercepts, and solutions. Those are the four things. They are all the same thing. And where would I find that on a graph? Let's say I have this graph. Where is the root, zero, x-intercept, and solution at? On the x-axis, my guy. Those are the roots. You could also call them the zeros. You could also call them the solutions. You can also call them the x-intercepts. Today, we're going to factor.
Sí, mira.
All right. All right, is everyone listening? Hey, if first 9 weeks was a struggle, I'm going to tell you how to fix your struggle. When I do notes, don't watch movies. In fact, you can shut your Chromebook since there's nothing to watch because all you're going to do is look at me up here, right? So, like, I can help you if you need help shutting that Chromebook because you don't want any distractions. Something else. Okay, look at it. You see it? All right, now, check this out. All right, here we go. I'm trying to help you out. You're not trying to help you out. Let's help you out together. Now, there are 4 steps. They're already on here. Step number 1, okay? You have to make sure that the quadratic is equal to 0, okay? It has to say equals 0, or you can either, if it's y equals means equals 0. Same thing, okay? Now, this is what we're going to learn today. Factor the left side. Step 3, set each factor equal to 0 and write your answer using curly braces. What are curly braces? They look like parentheses, but they're a little curly. Curly brace. Like this. No, I'm kidding. All right. Y'all ready?
Yes.
I'm going to show you how to do this. This should be something you've done before in Algebra 1. And this should be review. All right. Ready? Here we go. Is this equal to 0?
Yeah.
Check. Okay. Now, do y'all remember in standard form, there's an A, there's a B, and there's a C, right? So what's in front of this A right here? Or what's in front of x squared? What is the A value right here? When there's no number, what goes right here?
1.
Okay, there's a 1. So today, I'm going to tell you already. Today, all the A's are 1. It's going to be pretty straightforward. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take that C value over here. We're going to write that C value, put a line, and we're going to put all of the factors of 3, positive 3, underneath 3. Do y'all know what factors are? Factors are numbers that multiply to make that number. So what multiplies to make 3? And I'll tell you the easiest one to start off with is 1. No decimals. The easiest number to start with is the number 1. Because 1 times something will equal that number. 1 times what gives you 3? 1 times 3 is 3, right? Now, hear me say this. Hey, wait. Hear me say this, okay? When you have two numbers that multiply, you can also change both of their signs, the positive and negative sign. Here's what I mean. If I want to get a positive 3, well, a positive times a positive is a positive. But don't we also know that a negative times a negative is a positive? So 1 and 3 make 3, but so does negative 1 and negative 3. Okay? Sleepy. Didn't you have 4 days to sleep? Now check it out. Are there any numbers that multiply to make 3 besides 1 and 3 and negative 1, negative 3?
Decimals?
No decimals.
No.
That's it. Okay, so here's the deal. You take your C value, you take your C and you factor it. Now, usually there's more than just 2 couples here. So here's what you're going to do next. Okay, what's your B value? 4, just the number. I want to know which one of these 2 numbers, when you add them together, makes positive 4. So if I add up 1 and 3, does that make positive 4?
Yeah.
Or is it negative 1 and negative 3? When you add negative and negative, it stays negative when you're adding. Okay. So the only one of these pairs that adds up to make positive 4 is 1 and 3. Okay. So here's what we do. You're going to put 2 sets of parentheses. Parentheses and parentheses. Okay. This is how you factor. It's going to look like this. Parentheses here. Parentheses here. Okay. Now, there's basically going to be 2 numbers in each of these parentheses. The first number and the first number is going to have to multiply to make x squared. Does everyone know x squared means x times x? Yeah. X times x is x squared. So the first part of these blank parentheses, well, no, it's going to be x and x because x times x is x squared. Okay? Then the numbers that go next to this x, that's what you found. Okay? We factored C. We asked ourselves which one of these factors adds up to make B. It was 1 and 3. Positive 1 and positive 3. So you're going to put plus 1 and plus 3. This is the time you make sure you understand this. Let's go. It will be for some folks. Now look, are we done? All we've done so far is factor. So we did step 2. I'll put a little check mark here. Step 2, donezo. Now, here's step 3. Let's go back up. What does step 3 say? Set each factor equal to 0. These parentheses are called factors. Factors. So I'm going to put x plus 1 equal to 0. And then over here, I'm going to do x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, we finished step 3. We set them equal to 0. And now what's my last step?
Your answer is
Well, sorry, it's part of step 3 is we have to solve this. And then we'll put our answer in curly braces, okay? Now, how do I solve this? This is the easiest thing you'll see all year. This is a one-step equation. What's the opposite of plus 1?
negative.
Minus 1. Minus 1. What's 0 minus 1?
0 minus.
So minus 1 here cancels out. What's 0 minus 1? Negative 1. How do I get rid of a positive 3? Negative or minus 3. What's 0 minus 3? 0, negative 3. Okay, so we set each factor equal to 0. We set each factor equal to 0. We solved it. Next class, none of y'all will be sitting there. Just so you know. Your last step is you got to put them in curly braces, okay? Everyone's moving to the front, by the way. Y'all are way too far away. Messed it up. All right, so what goes in here? Which one of these is smaller, negative 1 and negative 3? No, negative 3 is smaller. Don't say that. And then negative 1. That is the solution. Now, Now let's think about. I know this is a lot of steps. Okay, but you're not freshmen anymore. We're gonna, and by the way, this is freshman work, but we're gonna ask you to do the freshman work this year. So what do we need to do? First thing I did was I said, what is it equal to 0? Cool. Take that C value, write the factors. Which one adds up to this middle number? Put it in parentheses with x and the two numbers. Set them equal to 0. Solve. Put it in curly brackets. That's what we're gonna do on Thursday. We're gonna do the easy ones first. Okay. So if that didn't make perfect sense, I get it. It's got a lot of steps, but stay awake and let's do number 2. Hey, now look, number 2. Is it equal to 0?
Yes.
It is equal to 0. Put a little check there. Yes, sir. Now, what did I do last time?
Okay, you're going to factorize.
Yeah, take that last number, C. Now, there's a lot of factors of 24. So let's put on our thinking caps. Not our sleeping hats, but our thinking hats. So what multiplies to make 24? Always start with
1.
1. 1 times 24 is 24. Okay. And then last time, what did we do? She's not here, sorry. And rarely is here. Remember last time, not only did I use those numbers, but I switched the signs. Remember 1 and 3, also negative 1, negative 3? So what should I put under positive 1, positive 24?
Negative 1, negative.
Okay, the negative versions of this, or the opposites of the same thing, right? What else multiplies to make 24? Okay, after 1, we can try 2. 2 times what? You said 12, right?
Yeah.
So 2 times 12 makes 24. And just like last time, you can change both signs. So negative 2 and negative 12. Okay, let's try 3. Does 3 go into 24? So if you divide it, 24 divided by 3, you would if you get a whole number, right? Right. Oh, yeah. It must be the lunch lumber. So again, 3 times 8. You don't know that? What's 3 times 8?
24.
It is 24. So 3 and 8 make 24. And then negative 3, negative 8. Again, change both signs. We're still not done. Does 4 go into 24?
Yeah.
4 times 6. And then negative 4 and negative 6. Hey, that's a lot of factors, but we finally finished. Those are all the factors of positive 24. It's actually not. I'm asking you to find numbers that multiply.
So, at the actual test.
That's the plan. Now, check it out. Which one of these options, you got to be awake to know this stuff though, but which one of these options adds up to make positive 11? So, like, start adding these in your brain and tell me which one of these adds up to 11.
3 and 8.
Okay, positive 3 and positive 8 makes positive 11. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So it adds up to make 11, multiplies to make 24. Okay? So, yes, I want to use positive 3 and positive 8, right? adding these up is going to give me 11. So, again, look at what we did on number 1 instead of sleeping over there. I put 2 parentheses with an X and an X, right? And what numbers do I put? Well, that's why I just did this. The ones I circled right here, right? 3 and 8 are going to go here. Positive 3, positive 8. Cha-ching! We finished step 2 there. Now, what's next? You need to set each of those equal to 0. So x plus 3 equals 0. And x plus 8 equals 0. And now I got to solve it. What's the opposite of plus 3?
-3.
Minus 3. And the opposite of positive 8. Negative or minus 8. So, which one's smaller, negative 8 or negative 3?
-8.
Negative 8 and negative 3 are my solutions in curly brackets. Curly, 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 curly. Okay, I know it's a lot of steps, but you know what makes perfect? Practice. We ain't talking about the game, we talk about practice. Now, this one should be, the smaller the number is, it might be easier, right? But I want y'all to think about this. This is a little bit different. This time my C value is negative. So what multiplies to make negative 2? Always start with?
You got positive and a negative, right?
Right. So positive 1 times negative 2. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, right?
And I will get 2 -1 and -1.
2. No, you didn't find it in my dream and tell me how to do this.
Now I got to change both signs. It'll also work. So instead of positive 1, negative 2,
-1.
negative 1, positive 2. Yeah. So those are the only options. Because nothing else multiplies to make 2, right? Or negative 2. So here's the question. What number is in front of x? What is the b value if there's no number right here? That's a positive 1. Now, which one of these, when you add them together, gives you a positive 1? Is it 1 minus 2 or negative 1 plus 2? Yeah, so
-1 minus
well, let's think about each one. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Nope. Negative 1 plus 2, the bigger number's positive, that gives you a positive. And you've got to be able to pick the right one, okay? So what did we do each time here? Parentheses. You know, this practice and repetition is going to help you, some of you. Some specific sleepers in the back. Now look, x and x, negative 1, positive 2. Negative 1, positive 2. See how it works? And set each of those equal to 0. X minus 1 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. Can you solve that? The opposite of minus 1? Plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. The opposite of plus 2? Negative 2. X equals negative 2. Which one's smaller?
-2.
Negative 2, comma 1 in curly brackets. I want you to try number 4 at least. Try number 4. So on here, negative 27, 1 times negative 27, negative 1 times 27, 3 times negative 9, negative 3 times 9. Which makes 6? Negative 3 and 9. Negative 3 plus 9 is positive 6. X minus 3, x plus 9. X minus 3 equals 0. X plus 9 equals 0. Add 3 to get rid of it. Subtract 9 to get rid of it. Whoa.
-9.
That's true. True.
Times 3.
It is. As long as there's one negative, it's a negative. But if there's two negatives, that's when it cancels out. So the negative can be either on the 3 or the 9.
Negative.
And it matters when you're adding which one.
Right.
Sir,
Are you locked in?
I'm locked in. All right. Don't need me to show you anymore, or do you get it?
I get it.
You get it.